feet tucked in while your family weeps.
Oh, here we go again on D's running from the one time on the 110. This be Wolfgang Amadeus set in the West. I got some Wolf tickets for ya. Look, man, let me just get straight to it because I'm sitting here listening to maybe the dumbest Negro in the rap game. It got to be Juelz Santana. Juelz Santana went on a podcast recently and said, look, this is what he said.
But seriously though,
his voice
you should though. We gotta start teaching our kids though, just financial wealth and literacy and all that shit early. Because by the time they get to 9th grade, they should be just learning how to start businesses and how to. But they don't really need to know how to read.
Wait, stop.
I ain't gonna say that. I say that respectfully. I'm not saying that in a way to be literate because you're not supposed to be illiterate, but you can.
What's more important, reading or math?
Math.
Told you.
Math. I think you could listen to a book on YouTube. You can still obtain the information. You don't have to know how to read. That's not reading and understanding. I believe common sense is better than everything. I'm a common sense nigga.
Now wait a minute, hold on. So I understand where you're coming from, Juelz, when you talk about common sense, because that for sure is one thing that's missing from this generation. They lack common sense. That's real. But okay, all right, I agree with you there. But carry on.
I'd rather have zero book smarts and common sense, be able to read the room, be able to read life, be able to read people. I try to understand people, you know what I'm saying? Like, nowadays, you can listen to a book. I just listen to the 48 Laws of Power.
You gotta read your contract, Els.
You don't have to. You can listen to that, too. They got apps you can put it in and it'll read it to you. Are you crazy?
Y'all heard that right. He said kids do not need to know how to read. Yeah. Okay. All right, him saying that reading is overrated and unnecessary in today's digital world because children can simply listen to a book on YouTube or, an audio book. Come on, bro. When they say reading is fundamental, that means, that's from the ground. You got to learn how to read. You got to learn how to read. I encourage kids to learn how to read as soon as possible. I can remember being like in pre-K, wishing to learn how to read and write, and then when I got it. I was like, oh yeah, it's something great. It's an accomplishment. Now, why would you not want kids to not know how to read? Oh, so you can gyp them or work them out of contracts, or even right now, the literacy rate. When it comes to kids, especially black kids, they are not they're not at the level. A lot of kids can't even write. They're so used to typing on the phone. They're so used to typing on the laptop, desktop, and they're not even too proficient with that because I know it's like 50 words per minute, 60 words, whatever. They're hand picking, but it's something. Number one, there's something spiritual about writing, the sigil side of it. You should if you haven't written anything in a minute, because I still write. My handwriting is horrible, but if you haven't written anything in a while, look, just you got to get it back. You got to write. It's like it's like muscle memory. You should always want to write. There's something spiritual about that. Same thing with reading. And I'm noticing this too. I ain't gonna front. I've been doing a lot of this, let's say doom scrolling and doing a lot of stuff online, reading a lot of stuff online. The way online works, get your attention. That's why they have, clickbait titles and stuff like that. And you're not even supposed to be on the device that long. It's essentially it's a drain. It's a drain. I've been noticing myself. I've been losing like my attention span, and I couldn't figure it out. Right now I'm doing a detox, so I got a caffeine withdrawal headache, but that's a whole nother thing. But right now though, like I notice my attention. Like I will look at it. Even Twitter messed me up. Twitter, the shorthand. You only had 160 characters. It really messed up my brain. And there's studies coming out right now saying that social media is rotting our brain in that fashion because we have less attention spans. But I digress. I mean, yeah, common sense, of course, is important, but you got to have basic literacy. You got to be able to read. You got to be able to write. I feel bad for the kids that I went to school with and they couldn't read or write. And people used to make fun of them. Man, that's not cool. But Juelz, let me just get on Juelz. You big dummy. You was about as smart about as sharp as a bowling ball, bro. Like, how are you sitting here encouraging people or telling the kids? The kids do need financial literacy. I get that, but you're basically saying, hey, well, skip step 1 and step 2, go to step 3. It don't work like that. Life don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Just because you can half-ass rap halfway and you made it, that ain't for everybody. Our kids need to be super exceptional. I'll say this: the kids in China, they study 14 hours. Like, they're not playing, and that's why this country is falling the way it is. And we got dummies like Juelz encouraging dummy behavior. It's ridiculous, yo. Like, man. And you know what? This is why we need to get back to edutainment. Shout out to KRS-One, edutainment. All the rappers that I listened to, even as a teenager, especially a kid, but as a teenager, they encouraged me, or they made me want to be smart like them. Shout out to KRS-One. Shout out to Cam. Shout out to Razkaz. Shout out even BG Knockout. Shout out to BG Knockout. I met him in high school. And especially shout out to Ahmad, 4th Avenue Crew Jump. Man, every rapper that I listened to back then made me want to be smarter. Juelz Santana. Jesus. What part of the game? I mean, don't you can learn a lot from a dummy. I think I'm going to end it right there. You can learn a lot from a dummy. Crash test dummy, stupid. Set in the West, Wolfgang Amadeus. Peace.
Wolfgang, where you at, man? Wolfie. Chill.